The gym is where legends are created, where ordinary people turn into something remarkable. Every champion you see today started from the same point you are at now. But here's the difference. They didn't just daydream about success. They stepped through those gym doors, lifted the weights, and pushed through the discomfort when most people gave up. Your body is the one machine you'll truly own in your lifetime. So the real question is, will you shape it into something strong and powerful, or will you just let it slowly fade away? To actually shape the body you dream of, you must have a very clear and detailed goal. Without this sharp image in your mind, you'll end up just moving through workouts with no real purpose. And without that purpose, the results won't be anything great or fulfilling. So take some time to ask yourself, what is the real reason you go to the gym? What kind of dream body are you truly aiming for? Having a solid idea of your goal in your mind is incredibly important to help you get there. For me, the big dream was to become a world champion, the best kickboxer in history. That powerful vision drove me forward. I kept imagining myself as a champion, standing proud, holding the trophy, always on top. That clear goal meant everything. And your goal doesn't need to be the same as mine. It could be something simpler, but you definitely need to have one. I always suggest people really take time to understand their why when it comes to training. So what's your main reason? It could be something like wanting to catch the attention of women, and if that's your motivation, then go with it. Or maybe there's a certain bodybuilder, athlete, or fighter you look up to. Get pictures of them and pin them up on your walls. I did that myself. When I was younger, my bedroom walls were filled with photos of champions I respected. A daily reminder of what I wanted helped keep my drive strong. And this type of motivation is critical. You've got to always keep that mental image of your goal clear so you never forget what you're pushing for. People used to ask me why I seemed happy, even during intense 5-hour workouts. They'd look around and see others clearly struggling, unhappy about doing more exercises. But I welcomed it all. I actually looked forward to doing thousands of ab movements. I was excited about lifting heavy. I gave everything in my arm workouts, always ready to feel drained afterward. And here's why. I knew that every rep, every finished set, and every time I lifted heavier weight, I was getting closer to turning my dream into real life. That thought gave me energy. I was genuinely excited each day to begin my training. I remember one specific moment when I weighed about 225 ounces. A promoter contacted my coach for a major kickboxing event. It had a big prize and he wanted me for the main fight. It was a fantastic opportunity to earn serious cash, but he had one firm rule. To compete in the cruiserweight category, my weight had to be exactly $200 or below. He wasn't joking. He said at the official weigh-in, they'd measure my weight down to the ounce. If I didn't make the 200 light-away limit, I'd be cut from the main event. He had a backup fighter ready. So I made a full commitment to hit that target. I formed a sharp image in my mind of myself being leaner, quicker, and more dangerous. That kind of mental focus was critical for losing the weight successfully. I started doing much harder cardio. Before, my running was average, but now I ran longer and harder, doing hours of conditioning. I turned my fight training into high-intensity sessions. I watched everything I ate and drank with discipline, and finally, on the day of the official weigh-in, with the promoter standing close, I stepped on the scale. It showed 199 pounds, just inside the limit. I had made it. This moment showed the true power of having a strong mental vision with a fixed deadline. That weigh-in date gave no room for error or laziness. With a solid image of the result and a clear time limit, I had complete direction. When you train with this mindset, you never walk into the gym feeling lost or aimless. I say this as someone who didn't start with strong self-belief. I had doubts like most young people, but after joining a kickboxing gym and winning my first small contest, then another, I started to feel capable. The method is open to anyone. I applied it not just in sports, but in business too. Winning small victories, one after another, helped me grow stronger mentally. These small wins added up, and over time they built real self-confidence. For me, having a fixed deadline was always the key. For instance, if I had a fight scheduled for mid-September and it was early June, That meant no more relaxed days. I instantly made my diet stricter and trained harder. That fight date was locked in, and I had to be in peak shape by then. Failing because of poor preparation or a weak mindset wasn't an option. I wouldn't allow it. So setting that solid deadline and saying, I'll be at my best on that day was absolutely vital. Like I always say, you could own the best ship or jet, but without a destination and arrival time, you'll wander forever and end up nowhere important. That's why setting a clear time goal is so crucial. Look, a lot of people complain about procrastination or not having time, but every day gives us 24 hours. Let's say you sleep for 6 hours. Some say they need 8, but I'd suggest sleeping more efficiently. 6 hours leaves you with 18. That's a lot of time for work, family, learning, or starting a new goal. You could decide to learn a language, read a book each week, or totally transform your body. If that's your goal, then you need to carve out just 1 hour each day for training. For many, that sounds tough, but I've done it. I know it's possible. When I moved to a new place, I went to classes, worked hard construction jobs, trained for 5 hours daily, and even did night shifts. I still managed it all. My mission was to never waste even one of the 24 hours. Each one was precious. So I say it straight. Don't give me excuses about time or juggling multiple tasks. You have time, or you make time. When your alarm rings, don't overthink. Just get out of bed and move. Use a machine, go for a bike ride, or head to the gym right away. Just start. Then grab some knowledge, read an article or a few pages of a book. Don't debate it. Just begin. And stay ambitious. Believing you're already perfect is the fastest way to fail. You should always aim to grow. Tell yourself, I must get leaner. My abs need to tighten. My shoulders and calves must grow. If you're not hitting your main goal, it may be because you're not giving your best. You're the one managing your time. You're the one making the effort. So chasing progress must become part of your daily life. And if you fall down, let it happen. I'm not scared of falling in the gym. That's a real possibility. I've trained so hard that I felt sick multiple times. That's what happens when you give everything you have to succeed. I commit every single part of myself to becoming a champion. Making my mental image a reality means that when I choose to take on a specific task, I commit to giving it my full strength and attention. You have the power within you to do the same. You're the one who controls your time. You are completely capable of doing incredible things, and you can reach the highest levels of success. I actually look forward to doing another 1,000 reps of abs. I feel good when I push another 225 pounds on the bench, or when I hit squats again. I'm ready to do arm curls over and over until my muscles are completely exhausted. Why? Because I realized that each set, each repetition, every increase in weight brought me closer to turning that big vision in my head into something real. And you have that same power. So always ask yourself, what's your purpose for training? What is the main goal you're working toward? For me, when I can clearly picture it in my head, I know it's possible, and then I go out and make it happen. A lot of things seem out of reach until someone goes out and does them. My personal dream was to be the best kickboxer in the world, the greatest of all time, winning the championship title again and again. My most important job was to make sure not a single hour of my day was wasted, because every minute held value. You already have all the hours you need. You just have to decide how you'll use them. Small wins build up over time, and that's how belief in yourself grows stronger. You are capable of reaching greatness, so protect your motivation fiercely. Everyone runs into setbacks, but the key is remembering why it happened, reflecting on it, and then putting in focused effort to get back on course. You must push yourself to the highest level. Never pick the easy road. Because in the end, what people remember us for is not how much money we made, but what we did that mattered, how we helped others. So shift your attention away from just what benefits you personally and move toward goals that benefit the collective, goals that lift others up too. I guarantee you, this is how you leave a real mark on the world. The gym, my friends, isn't just filled with weights and machines. It's a place where you train for life itself. It's where you come face to face with your limits every single day. And there's no hiding in there. The weights don't care about your mood. They don't care if you had a rough day or feel unmotivated. They're always there, constant and unchanging. That's what makes it powerful. In a world full of noise, shifting standards and lies, the iron stays on it. It shows you exactly where you stand. If you can't lift it, you aren't strong enough yet. As simple as that. It's pure truth, no sugarcoating. And the only way to change that truth is through hard, painful, relentless work. This is the exact reflection of life. Your goals, your dreams, the kind of success you want, they don't care how you feel. They demand your time. They demand that you sacrifice. They demand that you show up, especially on the days when you'd rather stay in bed. The discipline you build in the gym, the habit of fighting through discomfort, the resilience you grow every time you force out one more rep, these aren't just physical strengths. They become part of your mindset. They follow you into every area of your life. If you can conquer the barbell, you can tackle any business problem. If you can push your body past what it thinks is possible, you can do the same with your mind. You'll grow intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. The gym teaches you a clear rule. Effort brings results. That's it. Nothing complicated. Yet most people are either too afraid or too lazy to commit to this truth. But not you. This is your opportunity to be different, to rise above. Really think about it. The steel doesn't lie. It doesn't pretend you're strong if you're not. It doesn't offer fake praise or soft excuses. If you face a loaded bar with more weight than you've ever lifted, it's going to feel heavy. It might feel impossible. Your mind will scream at you to quit. It will give you 1,000 reasons why today isn't the day or why you're not ready. But this is the defining moment. This is when character is built. Do you listen to that inner voice that wants to keep you safe, or do you dig deep, clench your jaw, and give it everything you've got? When you win that battle, even by just one more rep, something powerful shifts inside you. You prove to yourself that you're stronger than your doubt. You learn that you can face pressure and win. The gym doesn't lie. It's raw, it's tough, but it's free. Because out there, people will lie to your face. They'll say you're doing fine even when you're not. They'll give you excuses, comfort, soft landings, but not in here. In here, you get truth. Cold, hard, real feedback about where you stand and what you need to do to improve. So accept it, seek it. This kind of brutal honesty will burn away your false beliefs and push you to become truly capable. The consistency it takes to show up to the gym, to lift when every part of you craves comfort, becomes a superpower in this modern age. Most people are ruled by how they feel in the moment. They start something and quit as soon as it gets tough. But you, by showing up regularly, are mastering control over yourself. You're training your mind to understand that your will is stronger than any passing emotion. You're choosing to work, to keep going no matter how you feel. This mental discipline applies to everything else. Want to start a company? It'll take long hours, especially when you'd rather relax. Want to learn something deeply? It'll demand practice, even when it's slow and frustrating. Want financial success? It'll take consistent sacrifice and smart choices. The gym prepares you for all of this. Every repetition is like a deposit in the bank of your willpower. You are shaping yourself into someone who can delay pleasure, endure stress, and stay locked in on what really matters. That skill set is what separates doers from talkers, builders from dreamers. The world is full of people with talent but no output. Why? Because they never develop discipline. Don't be one of them. Build your discipline with sweat and steel. And now, let's talk about pain. Let's talk about discomfort, because it's part of the journey, especially in the gym, but also in life. When you push yourself to new levels, lift more, run further, train harder, there will be pain. You'll feel it in your muscles. You'll feel it in your mind. And your instincts will say stop. Your brain will scream for a break. That's the moment where most people lose. They think pain means something is wrong or that they're not strong enough. That's a mistake. Growth doesn't happen inside your comfort zone. It happens right at the edge, right where things start to burn. That burn isn't danger. It's progress. It means your body is adapting, becoming tougher, more powerful. So you must change how you view that discomfort. Instead of seeing pain as something bad, recognize it as proof that you're advancing. It's the cost of moving to the next level. When you push through that one extra repetition, even when everything says stop, you are building mental strength that's hard to break. That strength sets you apart. Life will test you over and over again. The gym is your training ground for that. It shows you how to stay focused even in hard times, how to rise even when it hurts. The mindset you develop under the barbell, the mindset of persistence, patience, grit, that becomes more important than your biceps or your bench press numbers. Every time you enter the gym, you step into a personal battleground, and the person you're fighting is always yourself. Your opponent and your commander are the same person. You create the goals, you test your own limits, and you fight past the resistance. When you're under a heavy barbell, struggling to finish a lift, your mind fills with doubts and a strong urge to quit. It's too much. I can't do it. What if I fail? These are the soft whispers of weakness, the voice of average. Learning to quiet those voices, to sharpen your focus and push through that mental wall is a powerful form of mind training. You are literally reshaping your brain to link effort with success, to connect struggle with growth. And that mindset spreads into every part of your life. When you're handed a difficult project at work or facing a problem in business or life that seems too much to handle, you'll have mental strength to draw on. You'll remember how you kept going when it was hard. You'll know you're capable of sitting with discomfort and pushing through obstacles to reach something meaningful. This isn't a theory, it's a skill earned through experience. That confidence you gain from pushing your body to do difficult things turns into a broader belief in yourself. You feel more solid, more focused, and ultimately more driven in everything you pursue. One of the strongest driving forces in the gym and in any meaningful journey is seeing real progress. When you first begin training, you may feel weak, awkward, or unsure, but if you stay consistent, train regularly, eat properly, and rest when needed, the results will come. The weights that once felt impossible will start to move more smoothly. You'll add a bit more weight to the bar, you'll squeeze out extra reps. Look in the mirror and slowly you'll notice physical shifts, your muscles starting to take shape, your posture improving, your whole appearance becoming stronger and more energized. These small wins are huge. They give you proof that your hard work means something. They reinforce the link between effort and result. They fuel you. Each little success makes you want another. You build momentum. That's the upward spiral most people never reach because they quit too early. They never stick around long enough to feel what it's like to be rewarded by discipline. Most big goals in life are slow. They take time to show results. That can be disheartening, but the gym gives you faster feedback. You can see and feel progress every week, every month. That visible growth keeps you going. It teaches you patience, belief in the process, and faith in your ability to improve. You start to trust yourself more because the proof is right in front of you. The gym should be your sanctuary, your personal space to step away from the chaos of modern life. Outside those walls, your phone is buzzing, emails are waiting, social media is yelling for your attention, and people are trying to pull you in every direction. It's a noisy world that drains focus and energy, leaving you mentally scattered and physically tired. But when you enter the gym, all of that fades. You have one goal: to train, to grow, to build. You put on your headphones, choose your playlist, and you connect with the weights. In that space, nothing else matters. It's just you and the iron. That intense focus is rare in daily life. It's like active meditation. You clear your mind by moving your body. You become more present. That kind of focus time isn't optional. It's critical for real growth. In that space, you rebuild your drive. You sharpen your discipline. You remind yourself what you're made of. Creating this mental fortress, this focused zone, isn't just about lifting. It's about your clarity, your ability to show up strong in every area of life. It's your time to become more powerful, physically, mentally, emotionally. It's your private battleground where you choose to rise. How you carry yourself physically says more than words ever could. When you commit to training and transform your body, it changes how you move through life and how others react to you. It's not just about appearance. It's about the real confidence that comes from being capable. You've built strength through repetition, through showing up, through discipline. You walk taller. You move with intention. Your handshake is steady. That confidence doesn't have to be loud. It shows in your presence. People notice it. They sense strength and respect it. They listen more. They take you seriously. They see leadership, not weakness. This isn't about being aggressive or trying to intimidate. It's about standing in your space with quiet power. That physical change creates mental and emotional strength too. When you feel strong in your body, you feel more steady in your thoughts and emotions. You don't break as easily under pressure. You stand by your values. You face challenges that used to scare you. The gym, then, isn't just for muscle. It's where you build your presence. It's where you become someone people look to, someone who leads by example. This is the foundation of a powerful life. Make no mistake, excuses are the language of the weak. They are comfort for failure and the slow poison that kills your dreams. Every time you say you can't train, or you can't lift that weight, or you can't eat right, you are choosing to stay average. You're choosing to stay stuck. I'm too tired. I don't have time. It's too difficult. I'm not motivated today. My genetics are bad. These are all just lies wrapped in comfort. They are soft ways of justifying laziness and lack of commitment. When you face a heavy lift, your body will want to stop, and your mind will immediately offer an excuse. Maybe go lighter, maybe skip today, maybe next week. You need to see these thoughts clearly. They are sabotage. They are your weaker self trying to pull you back down. You must reject them, push through. Do what's hard. Keep your promise to yourself. Every time you silence an excuse and do the work anyway, you strengthen your mind. You build your character. You get closer to the kind of person who finishes what they start, no matter the challenge. Setting goals in the gym and grinding toward them isn't just about fitness. It's a masterclass in how success works. In training, your goals are concrete. Lift a certain weight, hit a target number of reps, shape your body, learn a movement. You break big goals into smaller parts. You don't walk into the gym and lift 100 kg on day one. You begin where you are. You build from there, step by step. You add weight slowly, you improve your form, you pay attention to progress, you change your plan if it stops working. That steady, focused method always gets results. You learn how to be patient, how to stay the course, how to work with purpose. And when you finally hit that personal best or see your body transform, the feeling is unmatched. It teaches you that you can do difficult things. That success isn't magic, it's effort layered with time. That belief bleeds into other parts of your life. You start treating your career, your finances, your growth the same way. What's the goal? What are the steps? What can I do daily to move forward? The gym becomes your training ground for winning in life. You learn to build success one rep, one choice, one day at a time. Environment builds habits that will support you in every one of your future pursuits. Many people wrongly assume that only the final outcome, the major achievement, matters. They rush, they look for shortcuts, and they grow frustrated when success doesn't show up right away. But the gym teaches a deeper truth. The journey itself, the daily effort, the consistent grind is where the true change takes place. And in many ways, that process is a reward on its own, even if some only focus on the final goal. For there's more to find out. Yes, hitting a new personal best feels thrilling. Yes, watching your body evolve is fulfilling. But the real value lies in the person you're becoming along the way. It's in the discipline you develop by showing up regularly, especially on the days you'd rather not. It's in the toughness you create by fighting through pain and exhaustion. It's in the mindset you train by silencing self-doubt and negativity. It's in the kind of character you shape by staying consistent and committed to a hard road. These inner changes are more meaningful and lasting than any short-term physical result. The daily practice of working out, of pushing beyond limits, of asking more from yourself, reshapes you from the inside out. You learn to value the process, not just chase the end. This perspective is critical for long-term success in anything because most meaningful goals involve a long, often exhausting journey. If you can't find purpose and drive in the daily grind, it will be hard to keep going long enough to reach the top. The gym teaches you to value hard work, to enjoy the challenge because the challenge itself is shaping you, making you stronger, sharper, and more capable every day. In the gym, your main competition should always be yourself, the version you were yesterday. Yes, it's inspiring to train around others, to see how strong some people are. But the real fight is the one inside, the desire to improve, to rise beyond your previous limits, to grow into a tougher, more focused, more disciplined version of you. Every session is a chance to be just a little better than the last. Maybe it's one extra rep with the same weight. Maybe it's a small increase on the bar. Maybe you hold better form during your sets. Maybe you simply show up with more focus and energy than before. These small gains added up over time, over weeks, months, years, lead to incredible change. This focus on your own progress instead of constant comparison with others creates a healthier and more lasting approach to growth. The path of building strength is deeply personal, and your progress is your own. By staying focused on your own track, on beating your own numbers, you grow a stronger sense of inner control and belief in yourself. You're not measured by what others achieve, but by your own drive to improve. This mindset is essential for any kind of success. Run your own race. Strive to grow. Celebrate your personal milestones. The habit of battling and surpassing your past self in the gym lays a solid base for overcoming any challenge life throws your way. The strength you build in the gym, both mental and physical, is not just for appearance. It becomes your weapon, your protection, your base in the tough and competitive world we live in. When your body is strong, you carry yourself differently. You become harder to push around. You don't look for trouble, but your strength signals to others that you are not to be underestimated. More than that, the grit, discipline, resilience, and ability to handle pressure that you gain through physical training carry over into every other part of life. Life will test you. There will be obstacles, failures, disappointments, times you feel lost or defeated. And in those moments, the mindset you built in the gym will carry you. You'll have the discipline to keep going when others would quit. You'll have the bounce back power to rise again after falling. You'll have the courage to face difficulty straight on and not crumble. This kind of strength helps you take control of your life with more confidence. It helps you protect your values, care for those who depend on you, and pursue your dreams with a clear, focused drive. The gym is where you shape these tools, where you build this inner strength, making sure you're not just a passive participant in life, but an active, capable force. It's where you prepare to shape your future instead of waiting for it to happen. So the message is straightforward and direct. If you want to rise above average, if you want to build a life of power, meaning, and success, if you want to become someone who commands respect and takes control of their path, then your journey begins right now, and it begins in the gym. Stop making excuses. Stop feeding your weak spots. Stop listening to those voices inside your head or from others that say it's okay to stay average, to stay soft, to sit back and watch life pass you by. The time for thinking is over. The time for action is now. Get up, walk into that gym, face the iron, accept the discomfort because it is the start of growth. Build the habit of discipline. It is the design behind all success. Build strength, mental and physical, because it is your most valuable weapon in this world. Each set, every rep, every drop of sweat is a statement about who you're becoming. It's a promise to your future self that you will not settle. This journey is not only about muscles, it's about creating a strong, sharp mind, a spirit that can't be broken, and a will that refuses to quit. You already hold the power to reshape your life. The gym is where that power is brought to life, where it's forged through challenge and effort. The choice is yours. Stay where you are or rise and claim the strength, success, and life that you truly deserve. Starting today, stand up, go train, and go dominate.